it out. Your Honor, these are the correct numbers. If you just add the net assets with the gross profits and subtract the income credits of the mortgage-backed securities from the losses on the credit swaps and deferred annuities, and the game plays on. Oh, and you know, there's a lot that can go wrong with all these things, so we'll need insurance for our business and our workers and our homes and cars, our health, and what else? Oh my God, just look at all the things that we can make up. How about kidnap insurance? Yeah, you bet. Terrorism insurance, why not? Insurance against alien abduction, sure. Somebody tried that. We'll try anything to keep the pyramid growing. Lots of forms to fill out and endless paperwork where we can write more numbers and then move those numbers around. But remember, this is what we're getting rid of. We're letting go of this for our next generation. So let's feel good for them. This is happy time. Come on, smile, damn it. Plaster on a big smile for me. It gets better. Yeah, there you go. All right, no need to have representatives in Washington making decisions for us. These decisions are made right there in your town, by your community, for your community. No need to debate budgets, no money. We'd be discussing resource allocation maybe and the best ways to keep our automated production systems running efficiently, improving them in your own community. Bureaucrats, politicians 1,000 miles away will not be required. Not working for them anymore. Don't need to give them a portion of your work. Hey everybody, no taxes! Does that give you a tingle in your jingle? Come on, let's celebrate for our next generation, I guess. I'm jealous, envious. I mean, wouldn't you like to be a part of that generation when we've
grown out of our infancy?
Hey, don't feel bad if you're working at any of these occupations that are irrelevant to what people need. You're in the majority. Wow. Yeah, that's right. The majority of us are working at things people don't need. It's funny. No, it's not. It's not funny. And, you know, these aren't the only problems that disappear with money. Think about crime. Is anybody robbing anybody else? No. People can have what they need now, so there's no incentive to take advantage of others. No motivation for that, see? And most crimes about money and property, so that's all gone. And these too. And this, that. You begin to see how money just might be the root of all evil. But don't think this is going to be some kind of utopia, because there will still be problems. And I bet you can think of a few. Breakdowns with the systems now and then, which can be fixed, but they're problems. And shortages of certain supplies or resources. Again, these can be corrected, hopefully without much inconvenience. And people might argue about which approach works the best, but these can be tested because we're dealing with technical issues. Now tell me, what kind of problems are these? They're real problems that people need to be dealing with, that can be solved. And wouldn't you rather be spending some of your time working with and solving problems that are relevant or related to projects in your community, instead of the kinds of problems that we have to deal with now? Yeah, there's a lot of sickness generated by this system, and we all suffer from it to some degree. Think about the values we profess to strive for. Do unto others, treat your fellow human beings with respect, empathy, love. But we have a system that rewards just the opposite. The people at the top are the best takers, the best at gaining advantage over others. They'll step all over people and use them to climb higher up the pyramid, which could be described as a form of psychopathic behavior by definition. The people who are at the top of the money game, they're just the sickest. Yeah, they're the most ruthless, business-savvy psychopaths we can produce. I mean, look at some of these guys. Would they even know what to do with themselves in a world without money.
Then what will happen to us? There's no trace of my money. My office is gone. What will I do?
Oh man, listen to that. What a pussy. What will I do without my money? Who am I?
What will I do? How will I live?
Material needs no longer exist.
Then what's the challenge?
The challenge, Mr. Offenhouse, is to improve yourself, to enrich yourself. Enjoy it.
But, we can't really blame them in one sense. It's the game we've created. And at its highest level, it's about cutthroat competition, domination, crush your competitors. And they're just doing what people do in this system. And you wish we could change them somehow, make them care more about people than possessions and power. Might not be possible, though, when we're in this game. We have to change the game. Money is something we've needed in the past, a necessary evil. And we've created this huge artificial structure to support it, a big old wall, and we keep building it up, piling on the bullshit, but it's crumbling now, foundational flaws. And it's a wall that just divides us. It's time to dismantle it. The wall must come down, this iron curtain made of paper. Hey, here's my new battle cry. Mr. Moneybags, tear down this wall. What do you think, huh?
You have warmed my heart.
All right. So, after considering these things, the facts about labor and automation and demand and the access economy, the traditional thinking that holds us back, and the rational thinking that reveals the reality and all the possibilities, well, 100 years or 50, maybe 10. Let's add one more, maybe now. Yeah, we could do this now. We could begin this transition if we could all just come together and with one giant collective pull, get our heads out of our asses. And I'll leave you with that pleasant thought and the realistic possibilities when we've grown
out of our infancy.
We may have to stop a few times and pick up some of these stragglers along the way, but we'll get there.
The world is on the verge of global change. The speed of data transmission has increased by multiples of millions. The rate of globally significant events and that of discoveries and crises is growing exponentially. Our civilization is like an uncaptained ship sailing on rough seas with neither chart nor compass, all the while moving faster and faster. The time we have to make the right decisions is shorter and shorter. We are facing the choice to fall into a new dark age, into affliction and degradation, or to find a new model for human development and create not simply a new civilization, but a new mankind. Historic crises show that to break the deadlock, we need technological revolution. It is clear that today's revolution will also require the deepest social transformation. The world's community and leaders should encourage mankind, instead of wasting resources on solving momentary problems, to focus on the technologies of the future: nanotechnology, biotechnology, information technology, cognitive technology, genetics and robotics. Doing so will allow us to find new sources of energy, create fundamentally new architecture and transportation, allow unprecedented developments of human cognitive abilities, refine artificial intelligences and brain-computer interfaces, simulate complex systems, create humanoid robots and cyborgs, and with the help of nanorobots, we may develop manageable matter. Find ways to transfer one's personality to an artificial carrier. Yet what we need is not just another technological revolution, but a new civilizational paradigm, We need new philosophy and ideology, new ethics, new culture and new psychology, and even new metaphysics. We must reset our limits, go beyond ourselves, beyond the Earth, and beyond the solar system. This is an adequate response to the challenges of our time. Thus, new reality and future man will arise. Could it happen spontaneously, by itself? Unlikely. Humanity does not have a master plan of its development. It seeks stability. It lives in the present and does not plan. It preserves the status quo and tries to escape development. It does not tend to map future centuries and take responsibility for evolution. In consumer society's culture, there is no evolutionary vocabulary and rhetoric. To break the deadlock, the Russia 2045 movement was founded. It is a mega project intended to reach new heights and meanings. We intend to create a new vector for civilization, aimed at constant human development and evolution. As happened with the mega projects of the last century, the nuclear and the space programs, we integrate the latest discoveries and developments from the sciences: physics, energetics, aeronautics, bioengineering, nanotechnology, neurology, cybernetics, cognitive science. May everlasting spiritual ideals and values help us avoid going astray. Our project will give new meanings to the millions of people on Earth, will become a result of their joint creativity, and will lead us out of the impasse. Away from the murder of nature and physical death, forward to the realm of freedom and creativity, to the depths of the ocean and to the stars, to the infinite universe of our inner world. Our forecast for the next 40 years. February 2012. Global Future 2045 Congress is held in Moscow. It is a debate platform for discussion of our civilization's prospects for development. 2012 to 2013, the global economic and social crises are exacerbated. The debates on the global paradigm of future development intensifies. New transhumanist movements and parties emerge. Russia 2045 transforms into World 2045. Simultaneously, the 2045.com international social network for open innovation is expanding. Here, anyone interested may propose a project, take part in working on it, or fund it, or both. In the network, there are scientists, scholars, researchers, financiers, and managers. 2013 to 2014. New centers working on cybernetic technologies for the development of radical life extension rise. The race for immortality starts. 2015 to 2020. The Avatar is created. A robotic human copy controlled by thought via brain-computer interface. It becomes as popular as a car. In Russia and in the world appear, in testing mode, several breakthrough projects. Android robots to replace people in manufacturing tasks. Android robot servants for every home. Thought-controlled avatars to provide telepresence in any place of the world and abolish the need for business trips. Flying cars. Thought-driven mobile communications built into the body or sprayed onto the skin. 2020 to 2025. An autonomous system providing life support for the brain and allowing it interaction with the environment is created. The brain is transplanted into an Avatar B. With Avatar B, man receives new, expanded life. 2025. The new generation of avatars provides complete transmission of sensations from all 5 sensory robot organs to the operator. 2030 to 2035. Rebrain. The colossal project of brain reverse engineering is implemented. World science comes very close to understanding the principles of consciousness. 2035. The first successful attempt to transfer one's personality to an alternative carrier. The epoch of cybernetic immortality begins. 2040 to 2050. Bodies made of nanorobots that can take any shape arise alongside hologram bodies. 2045 to 2050. Drastic changes in social structure and in scientific and technological development. All the prerequisites for space expansion are established. For the man of the future, war and violence are unacceptable. The main priority of his development